Peace be with you, everybody. How are you feeling? I trust you're all feeling well, that your family is feeling great as well, and that you're having a wonderful day. My name is Kiswen Sida, and today we are making a special today, honoring the anniversary of the Afri-Flow YouTube channel. It's funny how time flies, and that's a secret to no one. I'm pretty sure you've been noticing that lately. That time is just, speeding up, that the seconds feels like seconds are getting stolen away. So thanks to Judy, she she's the one who brought that back to my mind really like a week ago or something, that we have to, celebrate this milestone. So it's a opportunity to go back, see the track record where we come from, and to you know to see how far we went to. When I look at the first video and when I look at myself now, I can see the evolution of how I became, as how I grew, not only as an internet creative, or you can say a podcast host, but also as a person. You know, I felt before this project, I was kind of like camera shy, and now, without without me seeing it, now I am speaking in front of camera. So it was a journey that brought me enrich me a lot as a person, as an individual, as a youth, as a young who is concerned about the continent, about African countries that are going through difficult times. You can name Kenya, you can name Sudan, which the media are not talking enough about, but many people got killed during since the war has begun. More than 150,000 people. You know, Congo, my country as well, Burkina Faso. So it's an experience talking with different African. It's an experience, and it's still ongoing, that for me brings more pieces to the puzzle, and having a panoramic view of things. Because for me, it's only when you have a very large view that you can really be useful and bringing forward some paradigm changing, shifting inputs. So for me, it's all about enriching myself, enriching my mind, my intelligence, um, my me being articulate, my historical, my cultural vocabulary, literacy, so I can be I can be the best version of myself, to be the most useful for the growth of my continent, of our communities, of our societies. And I thank all of you who gave us a chance by clicking on a video, by liking, by subscribing, by sharing. Asante sana Barpusho, Inishare. Thank you very much. Like, it's very appreciated. And we've been receiving a lot of comments also from people that show us that what we're doing in AfriFlow also, it's something that is very positive, um, that creates some ripples that are productive and empowering. And for me, when I saw some response, like it's it's a blessing. And I'm gonna read you one before. So, hi, this is me. I'm not gonna say his name. I don't know if you remember me, but I just watched your latest episode about African indigeneity. I just want to share my appreciation for the work and effort you put into the video project. I used to think I was alone in the idea or the relationship we Africans have with religion. We take foreign religion that don't mention us or even antagonize us, ancient Egypt and the Torah, very seriously, but we don't have any connection, pay attention to our spiritual practices that were tailored for us. The gods of our ancestors that united our ancestors and gave them a moral compass that doesn't compromise their identity. So I just want to say keep up the good work and thank you for sharing your ideas to the world. Your channel one day will act as a library for people in the diaspora and the motherland who are having issues with their identity. Thank you. So messages like that are very empowering, and for me it's my vision is that we bounce back this kind of empowering energy so we can leverage to a better place we want to be, a better reality, better condition of life, because all that we want is just a better life, peace, tranquility, and dignity and integrity. So with that being said, I appreciate you again. Peace be with you and have a blessed day. Bye bye.
Hi, people. Peace be with you all. This is Judy, as you all know, and this is our podcast, Afri-Vibez on Afri-Flow. We went down memory lane and discovered that the month of August, is exactly 1 year that we started Afri-Vibez podcast on Afri-Flow, and it just made us realize how fast time flies and how beautiful it is to start something, when you begin something and then you go back down memory lane and you realize, oh my gosh, it's been 1 year already. So we decided to compile this video together, even though we are not currently in the same physical space, and we didn't want that to be a limitation to connecting with you people, friends, and subscribers that have tuned in with us over the course of 1 year or even recently. And we just want to say thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I personally thank you for the comments, for 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 having you on board, for sharing this dream with us. When you start something, you don't know how far it can go, you don't know the impact it can make, but we've received beautiful positive comments from people that have watched. And sometimes we wonder if our podcasts are too long, and then we're like, oh, let's make it short, don't let it be too long, because we're in this era of social media, there's so much information out there, and the attention spans of people, like we have to catch people's attention span. But it also dawned on us that AfriFlow is not a content creating platform. That was not the intention for creating AfriFlow. So we stuck to the to the blueprint, I would say, and then we're like, what, let us make it as authentic as it can be. We shouldn't be too quick to chugging down podcast sessions or episodes just because we want to stay relevant. Those that would stay. Those that would listen. That was even the intention behind the whole thing. We didn't plan for it to be like, oh, everyone should just. It's not for everyone. Also, at the same time, it is for every black person. We are not being selective of the people that you don't even know. We can't even be in control of that. When you put it out there in the space, you're no longer in control of what it's gonna do or what it's going to be. And yeah, like I always say, quality takes time, and we are cooking up. There are lots of things in the pipeline that we're cooking up to also um add to the growth of the podcast. And that's one of the things I want to share. Like since starting this podcast um episodes or sessions, it has helped me to become a better African. It has helped me to grow in ways that I can't even begin to put to words right now, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. I've I've been a better critical thinker. I've been a better black person. I have been able to view the world differently from the way I was taught to. And most of the knowledge that we share, these are things that we discuss personally amongst ourselves. That was even how it was birthed. We used to have these conversations amongst ourselves as a form of therapy when we share our experiences in the diaspora. And then we realized that, oh my gosh, we cannot just keep this to ourselves. We are not the only ones experiencing this. We're not the only ones going through this. Let us put it out there. Let us share it with other people like us that can relate with us, and let's see what happens. And that was how we started. And so far it's been a beautiful experience. I've had people send me private comments, and then yeah, and then I actually do watch the videos. I watch our videos from beginning to the end, and then just to see where we can do better. And sometimes I'm like, there's nothing I can cut out from these videos. Like I also keep learning. It's like a library for me as well. Like I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I keep going back to certain conversations that we've had. And thankful to our co-hosts and to our guest speakers that have graced us and honored us with their presence, with their contributions on the podcast episodes. We hope to do more. We hope to expand. We hope to grow. We hope to continue to make more impact in however ways we can, in our own little ways. We cannot do it all. It's a collective responsibility. You know, as much as a lot of things are happening in the motherland, war, protests currently happening in Nigeria. There was protests in Kenya last month. The Sudan, the whole issues happening in Congo, in Sudan, in different parts of Africa that has always been like a constant, that has always happened. And then they are happening now again in 2024. And it's helping us see that many of the things that we are talking about, that we've talked about, they are still recurring issues. And it shows that there's still so much work to be done. And like one of our co-hosts said, he said that you have to you have to be able to distinguish between your job, the job that you do, and the work that you are called to do. And because this is high vibrational inter-African conversations, I believe you all understand that that statement. It keeps ringing, it keeps coming back to me each time I feel despair sometimes when I'm like, okay, what to do. It feels like we're just talking, and we are not seeing so much of a difference. Apparently, the talk is not just going it's not just falling to the ground. It's growing in the hearts of everyone that has tuned in or that will tune in, not just today, but in the nearest future. And so we want to appreciate you, and we want to encourage you to continue to stay tuned to us, even though it's going to take time to finish cooking this meal that we have been cooking or that we are cooking. It's just like building something, a structure, a project. You it's if you want to um if you want to ensure that it turns out fine, you have to put your effort and you have to put your intentions, and you don't have it shouldn't be rushed. So these kind of things are not something to be rushed. And 1 year. Come on, look at us. I don't know what we're going to be like in another 1 year, but we're going to see. Watch this space. But so far, it's been so good for me personally on a personal level, and I just want to share this with you guys. Thank you so much once again. We appreciate you, and we hope that we would be here in sound health, long life, to continue to do more. Peace be with you all. I remain Judy.